Heyo, OmniDogs and OmniKittens. It's OmniDog here from OmniDog's Vault with the second episode of Should I Upgrade My Collected Edition? First, let's talk about a book that's coming out this year that I'm really excited about. I don't own the hardcover anymore. I think Omar stole it from me when he was here. And that is The Black Mirror by Scott Snyder and Jock. I had that in, I think it was either standard size or oversized hardcover, but it's getting upgraded to absolute. Absolute Black Mirror with that Jock art is going to be incredible. That is a definite must upgrade for me. Caveat, these are my choices. Just here's a guide for you. Perhaps you like something in oversized format. Perhaps you're an omnibus fanatic. Perhaps you are going from trade paperback and wondering if it's worth it to go up. I'm here to guide you. So take it with a grain of salt, but these are my opinions. Now, there is upgrading and then there's kind of downgrading. In my opinion, Hawkman by Jeff Johns is better as the trade paperbacks than it is the omnibus. Now, I lost the omnibus in a flood last year, but I wasn't that heartbroken over it because that thing was famously poorly bound. It was a mousetrap. It was super tight. And these are very nice size trades that contain the whole story, and there are no binding problems. It opens right up, and it's on nice glossy pages. So if you and Hawkman Omnibus is out of print right now, but these trade paperbacks are in print. So if I were you, I would not waste time looking for that Hawkman Omni. I would just grab these two at a much cheaper price with much better binding and just go ahead and get the Hawkman trade paperback collections. These are great. I'm very happy with them. Another book that you might want to consider uh, downgrading, so to speak, is the Flash books by Jeff Johns. First of all, these three books are really hard to find, especially number three. Um, so if you have your heart dead set on these have super tight binding on them, and they're incredibly hard to find. I would just go ahead and get the trades. The trades are very nice. Same story, and much easier to find than these incredibly hard, very thin omnibus. So I would consider downgrading if you're even if you're dead set on a hardcover edition of Flash, especially volume 2 and 3, the bigger books. This is volume 1, but the bigger books have really tight binding, and I would consider getting the trades if I were you. Another book that I'm not upgrading, it's out right now, Runaways. I went through hell and high water to find these oversized hardcovers. The omnibus is no bigger than these three books. These three books are the same size as the omnibus, and I don't personally see the advantage of going from an oversized book that took me forever to find and getting the omnibus. These are super nice hardcovers. If you own these, I would say just hold on to them. They do the job just as well as an omnibus, unless you're an omnibus fanatic, and we all know who that is. He's a great guy. Um, Another example, and it's sealed because I read it in singles, but I haven't read it yet in hardcover. But I'm not upgrading before Watchmen to the omnibus. These are oversized hardcovers on really nice paper. I don't see the advantage in going from oversized hardcovers to an omnibus that's the exact same size. These are big, nice books. Now you may have an issue with the writing in them because there's only two fans of this series that I know of. That's me and Gabe Bustamantes of Gabe Infinity Watch. Um, but I actually did like Before Watchmen. As I said, I'm one of only two people that did. But I am perfectly happy with this size book and don't see the need to upgrade. Same goes for Deadpool. As a matter of fact, this is the Posehn and Duggan run. Duggan, the Marvel Now. This is a great book. Love the book, but the omnibus has serious binding problems. I'm happy just sticking with these oversized hardcovers for my books. I don't have the binding problem. The book is like that thick, the Deadpool book. I highly recommend it. It's a great book. But I don't see the advantage of going from hardcovers to the omnibus. Hey, I just don't see it, especially when Deadpool has such um, difficult binding issues. Same with Daredevil by the fabulous Mark Waid. It's a great run, art by Chris Samney, but it's the same size as the omnibus. I'm not going to upgrade. If you own the hardcovers, I don't see the advantage in upgrading. So, my advice, stick with the oversized hardcovers. Now, here's a deluxe book that is coming out in absolute format. It's one of the most beloved books. I've never heard anybody say a single bad word about this book. It's on a lot of people's favorite books list. Day Tripper. This is the deluxe edition. I've reviewed this before. Phenomenal art, incredibly great story. It's coming out in an absolute format. I can almost guarantee, even if people own this in deluxe format, they're going to upgrade to the absolute. It is such a beloved story, and so many people want it. They love the art so much that they're going to want to upgrade, and you probably should too. That's my advice there. Upgrade. Now, here's an interesting case. I'm not sure why this happened. Um, I I can't explain the benefit of going. This is Wonder Woman by Azzarello and great art by Cliff Chang. This is about as beautiful a book as you're going to get. And it's huge, absolute size. Two books that are absolutely gorgeous. Um, but why is DC issuing an omnibus? Smaller book, no real extras. I question that. I am very happy to keep these absolutes. There's two of them, and I'm very happy to keep them. And I would suggest you keep them too. And I wouldn't get the omnibus unless your name is the omnibus collector, because going from an absolute to uh, an omnibus when there's no extra material, I don't get it. So um, I would hang on to all of those, both those absolute Wonder Womans. Um, Here is a book that everyone should own in absolute format. Absolute Watchmen. I don't need to say anything about Watchmen. Everybody's heard about it a billion times. You need to have it in absolute format. I know that Gabe Infinity Watch owns it in like five different formats. He loves the book so much. That's up to you if you want to go that nuts. But you need to own Absolute Watchmen. Just go out and get it. If you don't already own it, I can't imagine anybody doesn't own it. But if you don't, go out and get the Absolute Edition. It's a necessity. Um, Anything by Alex Ross, including Kingdom Come and the Superheroes book with Paul Dini, deserves to be upgraded to oversized hardcover. This is Absolute Justice, one of my favorite books of all time. And the art, of course, is insanely crazy good. I happen to be a huge Alex Ross fan, And this Justice, Kingdom Come, and Superheroes all deserve to be upgraded if you haven't already done it. These Alex Ross books deserve to be as big as possible. I would definitely 100% advise getting these books. I'm having trouble putting this back in the slipcase. So now we come up on my favorite comic book of all time, and I'm not going to deal with this now, so take it easy. This book deals with one of the seminal runs of all time, Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Now, for some reason, this is with great art by Neil Adams and Dick Giordano. This deserves to be on your list as transformative, and the art needs to be in absolute size books. Now they reissued a deluxe edition called Hard Traveling Heroes. I I don't know why they did that when you can get this book in absolute format, and it's absolutely one of the best books around. It's certainly my favorite book, and I got another slipcase that isn't working for me. It's all a conspiracy to make my videos suck. Um, then we come upon Rick Remender, who doesn't seem to put out anything but oversized books. If you have anything in trade paperback by him, you need to upgrade them to these giant, awesome image books. Deadly Class. I, I don't even have the words to say how great Deadly Class is. You should upgrade this. Definitely. The big guy. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Also, by Remender, another big one, Black Science. This needs to be owned in large format. And let's see, I believe this is also by Remender. It is. Low. Huge, great, beautiful art. Fabulous story. Upgrade. And now this book, not everybody liked it, but I did. I love the art. I love the story. Not everybody liked it. That's cool. I recommend, if you like it, you need to upgrade Tokyo Ghost into the giant size, because this is one heck of a wild. Can I show you this? I can show you this. I would definitely recommend upgrading this book. Big, huge, beautiful book. These image books by Remender are not expensive and are a great deal and a great read. Remender seems to love oversized hardcovers, and God bless him for doing that. So that's part 2 and the end of Should I Upgrade? I hope I helped you. If you have other questions about whether or not you should upgrade a certain book that I didn't talk about, please leave it in the comments section and I'll try and give you my opinion on it. Please subscribe, hit the like button, the thumbs up button, and thanks for tuning in. I always appreciate it. Peace and love, peace and love.